Hey, everybody. Thank you for whatever it is that you do to listen to us.
We're not even going to tell anybody where to find us.
They know.
Because if you're listening, you found us.
So there you go. So what were we... So the topic for today, which is as promised.
Yep.
What was it?
I don't know.
No, something to do with success. Well...
Oh, it was to do with... IPA beer.
The nature of power and success, or success. Yeah, so this is a topic that tends to...
By the way, do you you get a rocket under your ass now, right?
What?
Who are you? Just
What do you
doing
mean?
the podcast tonight, I don't know who this person is.
Anyway, you're trying to disturb my train of thought. That's really unhelpful. Oh yeah, so the whole thing about well, let's lay it out. Look, you're either going to believe in destiny or you don't. This is one of those things that is pretty much... I've blanked out on the word that I'm looking for.
It's binary?
There you go. Thank you very much. It is binary. You either believe in destiny or you don't. None of this, I got all the great stuff because I put my nose to the grindstone and all the shitty stuff happened to me is because of something else.
So there's no combo?
You can think of it any way you want. I'm just saying. Their destiny, the belief in and not, is pretty much binary. You believe it or you don't.
I think it would be pretty empty to not believe in destiny.
I'm not putting value judgments on it.
I'm putting a value judgment.
You can believe it or you cannot believe it. I really don't care. Couldn't care less. But this whole idea that you can believe in some kind of amalgamation of the two, the whole idea of destiny kind of precludes that kind of thinking. Does that mean you can't do it? Of course not.
It's a hard one, though.
Of course it is.
Because I think
Well, because people believe that if you believe in that binary, then basically you can sit around and do nothing.
Yeah.
And, whatever will happen, which is true.
I have a hard time getting my head around that.
But because of the way we are, I don't think if we sat around and did nothing, we would be very happy.
Well, this is what people have been doing, and people aren't happy.
People have been sitting around doing nothing?
Yeah, for the last, 12 weeks, 15 weeks? How long has it been?
It's been a few months. I don't know that they've been sitting around doing nothing.
There's only so much you can do in your house.
There are people that are working.
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about working people.
Well, if you're not talking about working people, then you're talking about homeless people.
No, I'm talking about people who are sitting at home or can't work from home or don't have a job and are at home.
Then they probably don't have a home.
Well, they might still have a home right now.
Without any, are you saying, okay, I'm assuming that if there's someone that don't have a job and they're sitting at home, then they have no income.
Oh.
Are you assuming?
I'm assuming they have savings.
A stream of income?
Yeah, or some savings or something.
I don't know that there are too many Americans that have 3 months of income.
Really?
3 months of savings.
Wow.
Typically,
I know I don't.
Typically, the thing that I heard was most Americans are a one paycheck away from being destitute.
Most?
Yes.
So, oh man,
they miss a paycheck, then wheels are already coming off.
So, do you think those people are believing in destiny or no destiny?
That's a philosophical thing too, whether you believe it or not. I'm just saying.
What are you?
I'm a believer in destiny. I act like I don't, but that's for my own personal psychology.
Psychology.
That's for my own personal psyche.
See, I've always claimed to be a big believer in destiny, but I don't know. It's like I have this weird hybrid thing.
Right. So everything good you did because you put your nose to the thing and you were smart and all this, and everything bad happened with some other bullshit thing. Somebody else pulling the strings.
Oh. I don't know that I would
preventing you from your good works.
No, Davey. I don't know that I would characterize it as that. I mean, you put it very... you don't really dress it up in a very good light.
Why does it need to be dressed up?
Well, you're not even, characterizing it correctly.
Okay, then characterize it correctly.
Okay, it is the idea that there's like maybe an overarching destiny to your life, but then along the way you can effect change through your efforts. Yeah.
If there's an overarching destiny, your efforts are meaningless.
I'm shaking my head.
You can do whatever you want, but isn't it that way? If there's an overarching destiny, then whatever you do in the interim,
then what's the point of free will?
Who says you have it?
Of course you have free will.
Well,
God lets us have free will.
You just think you have free will because you think it. That's not what we're talking about. But
well, God lets us think we have free will.
I don't know that God really cares.
I mean, you're talking about destiny. I'm talking about God,
and free will and whatever else. So you can talk about those things. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm not going to say that counts towards.
But I'm going to say what I always say on a lot of podcasts, which is like, what's the fucking point then?
There is no point.
If we have no control, if we're like a leaf that's being taken down wherever the river takes us, then why even have will?
Whether or not you have will or not, that's how you decide to deal with life is up to you. But if you're a leaf going downriver, as you say, that's the perfect analogy, right? I mean, you have an overarching destiny is to go from one part of the river to the other.
Yeah, but you don't know where you're going to end up on the river. Like, you don't know where you're going to wash up.
It really doesn't matter, does it?
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
In the grand scheme of things, most of us are insignificant.
Maybe you want to wash up in a nice place.
Well, then start paddling for it. If you get there, then it's your destiny. If you don't, it wasn't.
You just said the paddling part, though.
What about it?
Well, you shouldn't have to paddle, right?
You don't. But if you're going to sit there and worry about it,
then you might as well paddle.
Well, isn't that better than sitting around worrying about it?
Yeah.
That's all the paddling is to me.
Is to put off worry.
I think
you have some kind of control.
No, it's to keep my mind occupied. Better than sitting around going, oh no, what's going to happen? What's my destiny? I mean, I think it's kind of better than that.
What is you're definitely an individual, a
weirdo? Sure.
A weirdo.
I never claimed not to be.
Individual, I was going to say.
Well, everybody's supposedly unique, so that's not really that much of a compliment.
What? Weirdo was not the word I was looking for. I can't think of the word.
Well, lucky for you, I don't really give a crap about being called names.
Shout out to the person that gave me these IPAs too. I'm not going to name names, but it's delicious.
And that person's probably not listening, so you're going to have to...
They're definitely not listening.
So you're going to have to call them up and say thanks anyway.
Yeah. And you're not drinking because you're a teetotaler.
Well, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know how many times I can say, but yeah, that's almost as annoying as Gavin Newsom with his axe.
Is he still doing the axe?
I'm pretty sure he is. I'm not watching.
I don't listen to him anymore.
So yeah, so you sit there and think that the people are better as the ones in power, the ones with the money and the control, maybe the lavish lifestyles and all that stuff. You think they're having a great life. I don't think they are, because most of them are juveniles anyway. I mean, you kind of got to be.
To what? To want to...
No, you got to be a juvenile to sit there and think that masturbating into another person's body on a consistent basis is your road to happiness.
Oh.
Anytime anybody sits there and talks about all the sex they have, I'm just sitting there going, I don't care how much sex you have. How many kids do you have? And are you contributing to their upbringing? Well, no, because I wear condoms. Well, then you're basically jacking off and using someone else's body to do it.
Right.
You're fulfilled by that? How many pieces of plastic hamburger do you eat a day?
Damn, dude. You're like getting all this into it's like the condensed version.
I don't know how condensed it is.
Of our prior podcasts.
Well, just in case we got new people tuning in and you don't want to go through the...
You're just like hitting all the points. It's crazy.
Well, the funny thing is there's only a few points. I mean, I'm not that unique, and I'm only a couple of tricks of ponies. So, but yeah, is there a way to live a better life? I'm sure there is. Do I know it? No.
Maybe it's just to like I don't know. You seem pretty relaxed already.
Well,
Because I was going to say maybe just relax, but
don't let that fool you. My blood boils constantly whenever I turn on the TV. And then I figured out, well, maybe it's the TV's fault.
no, it's Twitter's fault.
Well, I don't look at Twitter and it doesn't make my blood boil.
Fuck Twitter.
Sure, fine. So there you have it.